Hello everyone, welcome to Quick and Easy Cooking. Today I am going to make mini tostada bites. And I made this a couple weeks ago for a football party that we had here. And a lot of people loved it. So I thought that I would bring this to YouTube and make this. So that way you can have it for, an appetizer for your football party or any type of special occasion that you're having. Now the ingredients that you will need are Mexican style cheese blend, but you can use any type of cheese that you prefer. But for this video I'm going to use Mexican style blend. Now for our taco sauce, I used Ortega Original Mild, but you can use any type of taco sauce that you have. If you have picante, you can use that instead. I'm going to use black olives, but if you don't have black olives and you have the green olives, you can substitute those. I'm going to use jalapenos, refried beans, and I'm using the yellow tortilla chips round, and some green onion along with some taco seasoning. Now the taco seasoning we are going to put onto our Mexican style blend cheese. Now they do have cheese that has the taco seasoning, so if you wanted to eliminate that step you could, but we're going to use that on our Mexican style blend today. Now what I've done is I've taken our green onion right here and I just chopped it on up. I'm going to open up our can of refried beans right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of water in them and get them kind of like, I wouldn't say watered down because I don't want watery beans, but I'm going to add some water in them to thin them on out. Now what I've done is I've opened up my can of refried beans and I just put them in this pan right here, and now I'm going to add some water to it. I'm just going to thin them out. Now if you want your beans like almost like a restaurant style, all you have to do is add 1 tablespoon of sour cream. It will give it a creamy texture. It will change the color of the beans. Excuse me. It will change the color of the beans, but it will give it a creamy texture. Now I love homemade pinto beans. I've made them 1,000 times in my lifetime, and I absolutely love them. But for the convenience, I just buy canned beans, because that's way, it's fast. But you can do both. If you don't like canned beans, you can make your own pinto beans, and you can add whatever flavors you want in them, especially if you don't like canned beans. But see how I'm making it a little bit loose, see that? And it's not like thick, because what I want to do is I want to make sure that it slides onto the tortilla chip very easily, and not like a big thick chunk. That's not what you want. You want something smooth. Now I'm going to put this onto the eye and I'll be right back. I've got my beans on and I'm just going to let them cook and just kind of like let them simmer. I'm going to open these on up and I'm just going to put them in a plastic thing, and I'm going to leave the juice as well because I like the juice in this. I do have to admit that these are pickled. See how they are? I've got them in my lock and lock right here. These are pickled, and they do have a heatness to them. They do have a kick. So you may only want to use like half of that, like cut one in half, and you may not even want to use this at all because it does, even though they're pickled, they are hot. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up our can of black olives right here, and I'm going to cut these up. Now what I've got here is my can of Bell's black olives, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep them in the juice because you want to leave them in the juice. You don't want to drain the juice out because when you do that it dries the olive out, so you definitely want to leave it in the juice. I'm just going to take a couple out and I'm just going to cut them on up. See how nice my beans are? See that? Now what I'm going to do is, to add some extra flavor in this, I'm going to put some cheese in this. I'm going to put our 4 blend cheese in here, our Mexican style blend cheese. I'm going to add a little bit and it'll give it that creaminess. It'll be very, very good. Now what I've done is I've added our 4 blend Mexican cheese right here on in, and it gives it that creaminess. See how it's got some of that cheese in there? Yeah, it gives it that creaminess. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rest of the cheese and we're going to sprinkle some taco seasoning on it. I got our black olives cut up, I got our green onions cut up, and then I also have our jalapenos. I'm going to cut those up when I'm ready to. I'm only going to use a few of those because they are very hot. They're pickled though, but they're hot. What I've done is I've got a bowl of our 4 blend cheese right here, and all I did was just sprinkle some taco seasoning mix on, you know, just a little bit on, like this. And then all you have to do is just mix it up. Let me get a spoon and mix this up. Now, what I've done, like I showed you, you take the cheese and you pour the taco seasoning mix on it. You don't use the whole pack or anything like that. You just pour in as much as you want to pour in, and then you just mix it around, and it is really, really good. When you do this step, like for example, if you were to just put the cheese on the little tortilla chip and just then take the taco seasoning mix and just do like a pinch on each one, it just doesn't blend it right, and you'll have like this big taco seasoning mix that's like stuck in the middle. So that's the reason why you want to incorporate this into the cheese before you put it on. You don't want that big lump of taco seasoning mix and just, you know, stuck right in the middle with the cheese. What I've done is I've taken a baking sheet like this, and I put some parchment paper on because I like an easy cleanup. So definitely take a baking sheet and some parchment paper, and what we're going to do is we're going to put the tortilla chips on the parchment paper. Look how I have this. I have the tortilla chips on the cookie sheet right here with the parchment paper, and I've got our beans ready. Sorry for the movement of the camera. I've got our beans ready. They're nice, creamy, and smooth. Look at that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get me a tablespoon, and I'm going to spread this onto the tortilla chip. I've got our beans right here, our refried beans, onto our tortilla shells right here. Now I'm going to add the cheese. Now what I've done is I've taken our tortilla chips right here, and I've put some refried beans and some cheese on them that's seasoned with taco seasoning. Now what you're going to do is you're going to preheat your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're going to cook these for approximately like 6 to 8 minutes. Just enough to make them hot and also melt the cheese. Now what I've got here, I cooked this in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 6 minutes, just to melt the cheese and just warm up the tortilla chip. Now this is how I made my little mini tostada bites. On this right here, on these 2 columns right here, I have put the jalapenos because not everybody likes those. So the rest of them I left off. Now you can add your salsa, you can add sour cream to this, you can add avocado. You can basically design this however you like with your own toppings. I used what I had in my pantry and also my fridge. But these are really, really, really good. I'm going to plate this up and I'll show you how they look. Okay everyone, we've got our taco mini bites out of the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and it took 6 minutes to cook. Now I just used whatever I had in my fridge and my pantry, but you can deck these out to however you want to cook them and put on them. You can do lots of different things. You can put avocado, sour cream, you can put salsa, or any type of things that you want on them. But these are absolutely wonderful as an appetizer or like just a snack to eat. You can take this to a football game, or you can have it for a party. Everybody loves it. I want to thank everyone for watching the video. Please click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that way every time I come on you know. If you're watching this video for the first time, please click the subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. Again, thank you for watching the video. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.